You already gave the prescription here. It is breathing through these. The body, particularly of a Shambra, has become very, very sensitive at every level. It has become sensitive to both the physical and non-physical energies, and this sets off what appears to be an allergic reaction, but it is really a rejection of certain energies. Most of these are blamed on things like pollen and dust and specific, whether it is a plant or food. But if you go into the core, it is more of a rejection of pure energy. It is not understanding how a sensitive feeling being can be in such a dense energetic environment. So you begin sneezing, you get body rashes, you get all of these other allergic reactions. That is one basis for allergies. The other basis, the reason for having allergies, is that it is also a type of clearing. There are many different ways where the body can release old stuck energies. One is through things like sweating, skin irritation, sneezing, sniffling helps to release many of the stuck energies in the body. They have the symptoms of an allergy, but underneath it is really a releasing. So you have these two factors at work. The breathing helps not to deny the allergy, but to get you into the source or the core of the reasons for it. Once you understand that there is a reason for having this, whether it is either from being highly sensitive or from releasing or perhaps from both, then it won't be so troubling. You can now deal with the core cause. For instance, how do you maintain high sensitivity in a very dense environment? And you can come to some new understandings. How can you release old energies from the body without having to go through all the nasal drip and the eyes watering and the sneezing and the scratching and everything else? There are better ways to get rid of those energies, and again, through breathing. But right now there is a rejection. There is a pushing back of energies, and this is causing what you call the allergy. It is our advice to limit the amount of the medications that you're on, because again, they just mask the core problem. They don't truly address it. And now you're just going to be medicated, but still highly sensitive, or trying to get rid of old energies, but having plugged yourself up. Occasionally, you're going to want to use some of the medications if it gets so severe, but our advice would be to work with other Shambra facilitators, or even with yourself, in doing the breathing that's going to open up the energy pathways, not just your eyes and nose and body, but the etheric energy pathways, and to allow the flow of energy to get back into place. We're going to give you a very short answer to your allergic question. If you were truly able to breathe, you see, allergies and breathing, they're tied in together, means that if you're truly able to breathe, you'll go beyond the allergies. Now, part of the problem is that as you breathe, it tends to intensify the allergy itself. But recognize that there is something within that is resisting, something that is holding back. Beautiful flowers here, a beautiful bouquet with their scent. But perhaps if you are allergic to these, look at the energetic reason. You're not letting yourself enjoy the beauty of life, the beauty of smelling or touching or seeing these flowers. It's causing some type of energetic blockage, which shows up as an allergy. Great time to really move into those flowers and smell their essence. Now, you are all becoming very sensitive beings in this new energy. You are sensitive, you are more feeling, more aware. So you are more aware of the potent energies in everything. But it doesn't mean that it has to cause a reaction or an allergy. Just breathe it in. Let go of anything that's causing the resistance. Take a look at what is causing the resistance, and you're going to find your allergies naturally go away. If you cover up your allergies with medication, you're also covering up sensitivity and feeling, and the real root cause of why you're not able to enjoy everything. Thank you. Especially food. You're going to find a very increased level of sensitivity to noise, traffic, RF, radio frequency signals, other people, the sounds of other people's voices. You're gonna become more attuned to annoying voices, and they're going to become attuned to the noise from motors like a fan. It's got an electric motor in it and uses electromagnetics, and can be very disturbing. The good news is that you will come to the point where you're not filtering these things out. You're aware of them, but they're not distracting or disturbing you anymore. You actually kind of relax into the energies that are present in sound. There'll be a sensitivity to food, some foods. Now, we talked in our last session, you can really eat anything, but because your biology is going through perhaps the greatest or one of the two greatest changes it's ever gone through, your body is going to have different needs on different days. You can't have a single diet, or you shouldn't have a single diet that you're going to follow every day, because you're going through such tremendous changes, days of high energy, days of low energy, days of a lot of integration of the light body, days of actually repairing, rejuvenating the physical body. So your needs are going to change on a regular basis. Some days fruit will cause you to get upset, your stomach to get upset, or to feel very tired. Other days when you're going to be, there's this new fad, gluten-free. Most people can eat gluten. It's not really a problem, but there's some days your body just may not like it, gluten. Other days when it will want that. Listen carefully to the body. It's going to get very, very sensitive, and not to be afraid of it, but it means to listen. Before you decide what you're going to eat for a particular meal, let's say you're used to eating salads every day, and it's all you eat is salads with a little bit of protein, stop for a moment. And before your mind decides what you're going to eat, feel into it. Where is your resonance? What kind of foods? Other days where coffee will affect you. You get, what do you get? The jitters from coffee. Other days where you can drink 5-6 cups of coffee and it won't bother you. Eventually, this all settles out. Eventually, you adapt to it. But right now, you're going through a tremendous time of change, and it's a point to be very, very aware of the body sensitivity. Other times you're going to feel your skin very itchy, even if there's not a rash. Everything itches all the time. Again, your skin is it is the largest physical organ. There's a lot of times when it's releasing old energies, or even toxins, or just going through kind of a metamorphosis, and you're going to feel very itchy. And instead of right away running out and getting some product that you put on it, whether it's from the pharmacy or a New Age store, stop for a moment and feel into it. What's really going on with the skin? What's really going on with it? There's a wide variety of different sensitivities that you're going to experience in the body. I'm suggesting that you take a couple of good deep breaths and understand there's nothing wrong with you at all. You're just going through a tremendous change. You've asked to stay in the physical body, to bring in the consciousness, to open to the consciousness. It's going to have an effect in a lot of different ways. Don't go running off. I mean, it's okay to go to the doctor, but every time you get an itch or every time your stomach is upset. You don't be a hypochondriac, is what I'm saying. Relax into your enlightenment. Yes, you're going through the stomach issues right now, the intestinal, the bowel. What is that about? Clearing. The SES virus lives down there. Your suppressed issues live down there. You got to crap them out. I mean,
what?
Isn't that an appropriate word? You have to let them go. And what a better way of moving them down through the system, clearing them out, and letting them go. You have a natural built-in release mechanism in your butt, and it's a good idea. I don't understand why that's so shocking or funny. I've got Calder cracking up here. No, you do. You really do. It's a natural system. The other natural system that you have is through your skin, releasing. It tends to be the lighter type of toxins that you release through your skin. But sweat it out, breathe it out through your skin, and yes, once in a while you get skin rashes because you got a lot of detoxing and releasing going on, and you got a lot of stomach issues right now. Stop trying to make the stomach issues go away and instead honor your internal sewage system and realize it's actually serving you. Let it do its thing. And as far as what to eat, whatever you feel like, truly. I'm opposed to diets because they're mental regimens. Have nothing to do with what the body really needs or wants. Listen to your body, and you're going to find that one day it wants nothing but fruit. The next day, nothing but meat. The next day, nothing at all. The next day, nothing but dairy products. And stop buying into mass hypnosis fad diets, whether it's being, I was going to call it gluten-free, but gluten-free. Or gluten-free, or whether it's dairy products, or whether it's vegetarian or vegan or whatever. Stop buying into all this crap and listen to yourself. And you're going to find that it's going to change, maybe day to day, week to week. And listen to that. That's the most important thing right now. Let everything else go. But yes, very, very observant. Stomach, number one thing. And Paul didn't say it, but it goes down into the bowels. Because this is your best natural release mechanism for your biology, naturally. We, humans smirk or chitter about it, but yeah, this is a release system. It's designed to get rid of a lot of the junk, and you're getting rid of a lot of junk right now. So if you have a little touch of diarrhea, a stomach ache, things just not feeling right, stomach flip-flopping, well, of course it would, because you're on this amazing roller coaster ride right now. So it's going to affect the stomach. So what do? First of all, not to worry. It's temporary. And one of the worst things that you tend to do is you get all worried about it. What's wrong with me? Nothing at all. The stomach is clearing. It's going through its gyrations. You're expelling energy and old stuff you don't need. Give thanks for it. Stop worrying so much about it. Breathe a little bit. Talked about water recently. Water is very good. But please, whatever you do, stop worrying about it. Stop wondering what's wrong. Always assume, please, from here on, that you're doing it right. Always assume that. Innocent before being proven stupid.
So many humans pick very difficult experiences to go through in their lifetimes as a way of learning and expanding and growing, as a way of giving themselves the experience and handling a wide variety of different things. Sometimes it is based in karma, and sometimes it is based strictly in inexperience, wanting to have the experience of something like a tumor, something of having what you would consider a handicap. It is joyfully, gladfully accepted and brought in. So it is for you to understand and to honor this as well, to honor it totally. And while the human part has difficulty sometimes, and the mother part, who loves this being very much, has difficulty, allow yourself to bring in and to be the compassion. Allow yourself to to embody the energies of Kuan Yin in total compassion. And you'll see the whole story for yourself. You'll see how this is a blessing, not a curse. You'll see how this is a beautiful thing, not anything ugly. You'll see how humans are truly the creators. Sometimes you think that the things happen outside of your control, but it is you're the creator of all of this.
The dragon will help you to understand why you took on that disability or handicap as part of your guilt trip, and how you used it to hold you back in many things in life, but how you ultimately are using it to bring wisdom. And I'm not saying that suddenly it's all going to go away, but that's one of the things we're going to find out in post-realization, how an old issue, and for every one of you, if you have, what do you call it, a handicap, disability, or imbalance of any kind, how you used it to serve you, how you used it to also abuse you, how you used it to experience your guilt physically, and how we can now transform that. And that whole process of that transformation of going from like a handicap is going to be one of the things that we're going to be so interested in I don't want to say documentation, that's not the right word, but the experience of what it was like, realizing why you brought on that handicap, what purpose it served, and now how to let that go.